Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make this raspberry and white chocolate mousse cake. Let's begin. To get started on today's recipe, you'll want to grab yourself a mixing bowl, and into the mixing bowl place in your butter, which is at room temperature, followed by the sugar. Then beat together until they are lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. Around 5 to 7 minutes works well, but you may need more or less time depending on the climate that you're in. Once you've achieved the right consistency, you can then go ahead and add in your eggs, one at a time, beating well in between each addition, being careful not to scramble or split the mixture. Once that's been done, you can then also add in your vanilla and just mix that in until fully incorporated. Once it's incorporated, you can then move on, and this is where you'll want to alternate between the wet and dry ingredients. So start with dry and then end with dry. So it should be dry, wet, dry, wet, dry. That's the way I do it. So it's 3 dry to 2 wet, which is perfect, and it always, for this recipe, it always yields the perfect cake. Not all recipes require this, but this one does. Go ahead and give the bowl a good scraping down, and this is just to incorporate any bits that may not have been fully worked in from earlier on, so don't forget to get the top and bottom of the bowl. You can then go ahead and divide the cake batter between 3 6-inch cake tins, which have been lined with some parchment paper. To help with the accuracy, I like to weigh my batter out, then spread and level it out as best as you possibly can, and place into your preheated oven and bake off. All that information will be in the blog post, which will be linked down below. Once they're baked, I then let them cool and level them off, and this will help with the consistency of making the cake later on. I haven't got a super tall tin, so I had to do this in 2 stages. If you've got a tall tin or a collar, feel free to do this. Place your first layer of cake into the tin or whatever mould you're using, then just scatter over some raspberries, and then you can set aside until needed later on. Do the same for the other layer. Then to make the mousse, simply take your gelatin and soak it in some cold water. Make sure it's fully submerged and let it sit there until it's needed a little later on. Then it's also a good time to whip up the cream, and this is the cream that we'll use to fold into the mousse, so you need it to be as stiff peaks or as stiff as possible. Anything less will not work very well. Once it's whipped, set aside in the fridge until needed later on. Then into a large mixing bowl, place in your sugar and your egg yolks and whisk together until they're lighter and fluffier in colour and consistency. You're looking for them to be something like this. Then go ahead and set them aside until needed a little later on. Then into a saucepan, add in your milk and vanilla and just whisk it together, then allow it to come up to a boil. Once it reaches a boil, you can then pour that over the egg mixture. Just keep whisking as you add it in and mix it until fully incorporated. Once it is, you can then transfer back into a saucepan and then place back on the hob and just keep whisking until you have a thickened mixture. It's somewhat similar to a custard. It's ultimately a custard. So just keep whisking until it's thickened. Once it's thickened, remove from the heat and allow it to cool a little bit. Then take your gelatin and squeeze all the water out, add in the gelatin and just whisk that in until it's fully incorporated. Once the gelatin has been incorporated, you can then add in the white chocolate and just mix it in until it's fully incorporated. The mixture will be warm enough to melt the white chocolate, so don't worry. So just keep whisking until it is. Then pass through a sieve, and this will just remove any lumps that may not have been fully incorporated. So that could be gelatin or white chocolate. Just drain it, and the bits that stay in the sieve remain there. Then let it cool just a little bit and add in your puree. I've just added it all in, then whisk until it's fully incorporated. It will turn this beautiful purple colour. And if the mixture is cool enough, add in your double cream, which has been whipped from earlier on, and just fold it in until it's fully incorporated. And once it's fully incorporated, it may look a bit loose, but don't worry, the gelatin will do the work later on. It should look something like this. It's slightly thickened, but not thick enough to hold its shape, if you get what I mean. Then take your cake tin, which you prepared earlier on with the cake and raspberries, and pour enough over so you've got a roughly equal level, and then just jiggle out and spread and level that out as best as you possibly can. And in the tall tin, place your second layer of cake on top. Believe me, this works really well. It has worked for me, as this is my second mousse cake that I've made so far. You can then go ahead and repeat the process with the single layer, but you won't have another layer of cake to top that with, so just spread and level it out, but then chill both, and then later on, once they're both set, just flip the single layer on top of the double layer and you'll be good to go. Once you're ready to decorate the cake and your cake has been stacked, make the white chocolate ganache. So into a bowl, place your white chocolate with the cream, give it a mix, and then place in the microwave for 30 seconds at a time, stirring well in between each addition, being careful to not split or scramble or even burn the mixture. Once you've got the right temperature, you will notice that it starts to come together very easily, but it will take on this kind of yellowish colour. Don't worry, completely normal due to the fat or the butter fat. the cocoa fat, sorry, in the chocolate. Let it sit for a little bit until it's thickened, then transfer on top of your cake. Just add the right amount. I can't tell you how much that is. I made a little bit too much, but I do use this for another recipe a little later on. Spread a level of eggs on top of your cake as best as you possibly can, or however you want to do it. And then you can just go ahead and make the whipped cream, which will go on top. To make the whipped cream, simply take double cream and place into a bowl. And into that bowl, add in some icing sugar and vanilla if you want to sweeten and flavour it, and just whisk until you reach stiff peaks. Once you reach stiff peaks, you can then go ahead and transfer it into a piping bag fitted with a nozzle of your choice, and then just pipe around the outer edge of the cake. This is completely optional, you don't need to do this, but I quite like to do it as it just adds a little bit more, contrast and flavour, and because why not? But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more from me, and I'll be back again soon with another recipe, so join me then. In the meanwhile, don't forget to check out the description. There'll be a link to this recipe, a link to my blog, and links to my social media. But that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. Bye guys.